On today's episode of WatchJRGo, Abandoned Mini Resort, Day 5. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are back at the mini resort working away. Now, we've got a lot of work to do on the house today, and there are supposed to be mega storms coming right now. They're supposed to start at 4. It's 5, and they include DVD size hail. Actually, Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds was just posting about it. I don't want to know what DVD sized hail is. I've never even heard of it before, and I hope it doesn't happen. But here at the lake, we're not supposed to get hit by it. What did happen today is what you saw at the end of video 4, which was me cleaning out this park. And of course, before you couldn't even see the swing set, and after cutting about 50 different little trees out of there, it's kind of a park. Now, I ran out of weed eater string. We'll touch this up once we get a little bit more string in there, and we'll throw some new swings on there and paint the swing set, and we'll have a park again. I'm pretty sure everything under the swing set is rock, so I need to get in here and burn the leaves as well. So burn the leaves, put a grill in here, build a nice little rock place for maybe a fire and swings, and it's back together. It's a park again. Now, let's get back to the mini resort. In the kitchen, you can see Eric and Zach pulled in the oven, put some sheet metal up here so we would cover up our door entrance there, and just kind of made temporary covers for everything. Everything's covered with metal or wood right now, so the water's not coming in. The cabinets really need to come out today. All the bathroom sheetrock really needs to come out today. All the trim needs to come off the floor today, and that can come down. I am going to leave this wood just in case. I don't think it's supporting anything. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not supporting anything, but for now, we're going to leave that. In the new configuration for the house, the entire bathroom is going to be much bigger and go from this wall all the way out to that window, maybe even a little farther, and way over here. If there's one thing I know, nobody wants to be trapped in a tiny bathroom today. So we're going to make that much less claustrophobic for people that don't like small bathrooms. You got to have a little bit of room to get dressed, turn around, throw some things on the counter. That bathroom has none of that going for it. So that's what I need to get done today inside. Outside the house, there's more interesting things. This box, this is actually a 200 amp meter can with a 200 amp breaker in it. I wasn't sure it even had a main, but it sure does, and it's a 200, which is great. Underneath here, in this box, there's literally nothing but a neutral attached, and there's nothing in that box. That is one of the craziest things ever. Check that out, it's completely empty. So that lower box needs to come down and that neutral needs pulled. And of course we'll end up replacing that because I think all the power to this house is gonna go underground. These weather heads and all this nonsense that goes into this house, it doesn't look good. Yeah, it's not visually appealing at all. It all needs to go away. I would love it if the power came off the pole underground right over to here and then came up into an LB instead of down into an LB and into the house. And then the breaker panel was inside instead of whatever that is. But that is a job for another day. Today, I've been pulling this metal up the hill and throwing it in the dumpster. So I got to get all of this old roofing material off the deck. It all needs pulled up the hill into the dumpster, thrown away. I've got a lot more magnet rolling to do. I got to clean up the fire pit, and we got to go under the house and clean up that mess. So in the day 4 video, I showed you guys what we were dealing with under the house. It's an absolute disaster. Also, a lot of this needs cleaned up because the septic guys will be here to pump this out tomorrow, and the septic is right over there. So we got to have a kind of a clean area for them to work as well, because they got to pump out the tank, get all that ready for us. And of course, everything down here needs to be thrown away. So I got to get a trash can down here and start hauling trash out. There's a lot of trash that needs to come out of here, and of course we've got a brand new door coming to close this in too. Look at the water in here. How crazy is all this? Just an absolute mess. All right, we got the camper water again. So I've solved the first few small problems for the day. Let's go solve a lot of problems. I also want to get all this wood off the edge of this deck with the nails in it. That way there's nothing to step on, because this deck's actually nice and we're going to rebuild it and keep it down here. And of course our game plan is to bring a tiered deck where you come out to about where the old deck was, and then you take some steps down, and then you take some more steps down, and you come back to this beautiful valley full of nature that I think we all love, after we get in here with the Bobcat and clean up our mess. So there you go, that's the plan for today. I'm gonna get on my safety glasses, all kinds of safety gear, my hat, AirPods, bring a trash can down here, and get to work. Hopefully I get a lot done before this mega rain hits. Well, the deck looks a lot better. I got all that cleaned up, all that wood's gone. The trash can is 100% full, and we've barely made a dent in the basement. It's a pretty big dent, I gotta be honest, but you guys just saw the time lapse of moving all this out, and there is a lot more to go. Probably 4, 5 trash can loads. There's just a lot to do in general, and I'm the only one here today, so I think I'm gonna go back to the metal for now, and then when I've got help to unload the trash can, because I can't even lift it up now, we'll get back to the underneath. Lots to do. Well, this dumpster was empty when I showed up a few minutes ago, and now it's half full of metal. So I hauled all the metal up the hill, every single sheet. Then I took the roller magnet that I just bought and I rolled over about half of this pile. So we got a lot of the nails out of there. That trash can's probably an 1/8 full of nails, that metal one there. And it looks better, it looks better. We still need to get the Bobcat in here and push this pile over on itself to get it all cleaned up for real, but that's a lot of progress. And Eric and I are gonna have to pick up that section of roof I cut off, put that in the dumpster. Now, with all that done, I'm pretty tired, so I could keep grinding, try to drag that up here by myself, or I could go inside and start pulling the trim out of the house, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's switch to the inside of the house and make some progress in there. Well, I'm done outside for a little bit. It is go time inside. Let's see how much. I just noticed there was another door in the middle of this place. Crazy. All right, let's see how far we can get. Every bit of trim's coming out of this house right now. Alright guys, I was making good progress. You can tell by the pile on the floor there, until I got over here. All that sheetrock's gone. But this was that weird shelf that they built here. Take a look at the screws in there. They must be like 4-inch lag bolts into some of the very little structure of the house. And that thing, I mean, I was hitting it with the sledgehammer and the wood was exploding, but the screws won't back out. So I'm gonna have to go figure out a way to get that apart, sawzall through all of this that has electrical in it, and then keep pulling walls out. But good progress. Good progress. Here's a little trick I've never seen before. Phillips screws holding the mini blades. That's gotta come out. The neighbors are shooting off fireworks. The sun's gone, the trim's gone. I know that was quite a bit of time lapse there, but I tried to get every single thing out of the house. I got most of the sheetrock, it's all in the dumpster. We are getting back down to where we need to be, which is studs. I pulled a ton of the floor up. It's coming right off, it just kind of snaps into pieces. So we'll have all the floor up, and we will have, hopefully, by the end of this weekend, all the sheetrock down too. The sheetrock will come down really fast now. The problem with that is even the walls have blown in insulation. So it's gonna be a disaster once we start popping sheetrock off. So the interior walls were no big deal, which is why I tackled those. And tomorrow, I guess we go for the rest of the walls, because there's nothing left to do at this point. We gotta get pretty much everything down. Once I got the bathroom apart, it looks like the toilet used to be over here. Kind of interesting. That definitely looks like a toilet flange to me, or the shower, I don't know, one of them. And they moved some stuff around in here to make it really strange. So there you have it. That is day 5 of the abandoned mini resort, getting basically everything back to where it began so we can put it all back. And you know, obviously Today, day 4 and day 5 were kind of the same day. I got a lot of the underside of the house cleaned out, a lot of the house cleaned out, this park, all of that cut down, just a ton of work in general. So I am quitting for today. Not to mention I filled literally the dumpster halfway full by myself. I'm tired. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. We're getting there. It might take a little while, or I mean 5 days. It might take 5 days, but this house is going to be stripped and it will be ready for all new walls. I'm really starting to think this wall here in the center is critical because it does have a header that runs all the way along, and that header, after getting all the sheetrock down, extends into the bathroom. So that's kind of making me think either that was decorative originally or it's important. Let's hope for option 1, decorative, and not option 2, important, because I do want it to be completely open in here. But if we need the wall, I guess it gives us a place to hang the TV for the studio apartment bedroom.